Okay. Hey, hey. We got some things going on. And it looks like something is happening. Finally. Should be on live chat. Minimize you. I want to keep you handy. Too many damn things. Take you to the bottom of the screen. Should put you up there at the top somewhere. I don't know. Alright. No. There we go. Alright. Okay. Not bad. That's not good. It's just not bad. I am live. Awesome. Come by and let me know. Checks. Oh, playing hell. Hey, how's it going, Ryan? Welcome to the stream. Do let me know if the music's too loud or if my voice is too loud or any of the above. Uh, and any issues that there may be. That window go? Oh, there it is. I'm doing just fine though. I apparently cannot have these two windows. Is there any setting that I can keep it on top? Hey, Jess! Reconnection successful. Okay. Alright, looks like it reconnected just fine, but it dropped out on me for some reason there. Okay. If there's any crypto you'd like to check out, because we're gonna do what I want to call paper trades. I'm gonna save any trades that I do for we make one. We'll do it on the hour, the 5 minutes, something along those lines, and uh, when I kind of do it is per request and draw these things up as we go. So, and we'll see how it pans out, either in today's stream or in future streams. So if anybody has any suggestions, do let me know. chat still alive? Yeah, okay. VXV. Looks like it's going to go up. Let's look at VXV then. Alright. VXV. Oh. Big VXV. And we have looked at this in the past. And it went up. Just look at that. I predicted that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was my old little paper trade. Oh, let's just clear everything though. Alright. So okay, so VXV and grr. I don't know why it dropped out like that. It's not like I got a friggin' I'm pushing a lot. Okay, VXV is currently, what is the indicator on the bottom? Oh, okay, well, this is my trend meter, and this is the QQE mod. Let's see, indicators, QQE. QQE mod. Okay, there we go. QQE mod is the one right here by Mikkel. I'll just go ahead and favorite it because that's the one I'll be using for a while. And this is the trend meter, and it's literally, I'll just open it up. It's wave trends. It's your MACD. We've got trend meter, your RSI. That's your 5 to 13, your crossover RSI. Your trend bars, your MACD, crossover as well. Here's your fast, trend bar 1, trend bar 2. Basically what we're looking for with this whole setup right here is when we find a mark on a time frame, like right here. Let's look in a little bit closer here. Okay, like right here, we would not take a trade. Is showing us we're in the buy zone up top here. Because anything over here, we're looking at, this is basically your 200, and anything above this line is in the buy zone. That's where we want to be to make buys, and anything below you want to sell. So we look down and we follow it down. We've got all green lines. We look up here. We've got our right quick. I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna just I don't know why. I'm gonna try it right quick one more time. My router seems to just be reconnection successful. Okay. Alright. I think now let me know how I sound or anything like that, because I don't have a clue at the moment. I just basically changed my connection to another connection, and I don't know how it's going to affect anything. Basically, when we're green up here, we're looking for buys. When we're red, we're looking for sells. We want to look down here to the bottom and make sure we're green on all of these bars. That's going to give us a go signal. Now, when we look up top, we're looking for our 200 moving average, but VXV, of course, doesn't have one on the daily time frame. because it's just been too short. It hasn't had time to uh, gain a 200 moving average. So, but we do have some things we can look at on the daily time frame, and for that, we have some resistance levels that we need to look at. So, the I want to let's take it back another step at the weekly. We can catch the major points of resistance, and you want to get the psychological resistance as well. You know, I don't know if you guys may not uh, think about that, but the psychological is basically your even numbers, especially your like 2.0 or 3.0 or 4.0. Those are your psychological uh, points of support and resistance. So here we're at a 2.7, so 2.71. We're going to count that as a 2.70 right there, and we'll place that, which that pretty well lines up right across all the way. That's a definite hardcore one. And then we've got a bottom here, which looks to be about one. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the 150. Call that. And it definitely has something happen because we followed this line from back over here, this candle line, and that's where we rejected off of that line, come up. So, let's see. We came up, and we hit here hard, and that's where we stopped. So, we're gonna start that at the 230. Boom. And when we candled down, we didn't hit nothing. So we went up, we came down. Now we've got a line right here as well. So mark this up, and that's your 2.0, huh? Okay, so that's your obvious point of psychological resistance. All right, and let's see here. Definitely got something here as well because this is where we're wicking to. It's 1.9, so there's something there as well. Gotta pay attention to here, 1.70. Alright. From that, we can mark up our dailies next. What up, Craig? Ryan? And yeah, I answered about the indicator on the bottom, and yeah, I appreciate it there, Craig. And anyway, so right now I'm marking up VXB how I would mark it up. Uh, this is I start at the farthest range out, and I mark up all of the points of support and resistance, and within reason. I mean, these are all the points that are clearly obvious to within the price range because you don't really want to clutter yourself up too much. Now we'll just drop down to our daily and see if there's anything that we're missing. And I do apologize if I happen to miss a text there because I had to pop up this chat every time. Okay, we've caught looks like about everything. Maybe there's something right here. Looks like we came up, we came down, we touched there, bounced off of there, but we've had this little back and forth thing here. So yeah, that's 210. I think it's the 220. I think that's what we're bouncing away from. Looking over here, we're hitting about the same thing. Two, 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 two. Came up, hit off there, come down, we're good. Okay, the daily, I think we're looking good too. Now, a quick look at the 4 hour and then we'll go to the 1 hour. Yeah. Really don't see anything that I'm missing too much here. So now I'm going to drop down to the 1 hour. And I would like you to notice though, I mentioned that I've got the 200 moving average here, and now as we move into the 4 hour, it pops into view. So typically when you're below this line, you're looking for sells. You know, you don't want to be buying too much when you're under this line. And that shows down here too, because sure, you've got a couple of areas that bounce up like that, and you've got some spikes here and there, but for the most part, we're red. We're very red. We're underneath this line. We're looking to sell. We're just selling off everything we got. You know, and that's on the 4 hour time frame, mind you. We're going to be looking even closer to get some of that quick grab. Jasuri, welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. And now we're gonna go into our 1 hour. Now then, here we're gonna start drawing a fib. We want to get our bottom to top uh, fib at least, and see where we're going to respect. I think though, right quick, we've got a nice point of resistance right in here at this, right about here, I think. So that looks like a good point of resistance there at the 159. And then we've got another one right here at the bottom. So I think those we've got to mark. We kind of got to mark up because we're definitely seeing some clear points of rejection at those points. And 180 seems to be one as well. Alright. Now we're gonna go ahead and draw our fib from bottom to the top and see what we're respecting. And we come up to this one, and then we come back to 382. The 382 is a very good point to come back to. It shows that there is a lot of movement and a lot of trust actually in this trend. So when we draw this trend line right here, right here, we can pretty well respect that this trend is going to hold, because when we go up, we're coming down to retest the 382. We're not coming down to test the 0.5 or the 618 or even lower. So and I believe that it's starting to gather and starting to gather some strength to where we can break free from this trend line at the moment. And there. What are we doing? We've also got this. Yeah. Right at the moment, we're hitting onto this little our 170. and that's one of our psychological resistance lines that we've got, which is probably the 286 as well, but I don't even consider the 286. You know, uh, when I'm using the fib lines, honestly, when you come up and you test something and you want to come back to the retest, I just the the two just doesn't seem like it's enough. You know, I mean, the 382 seems like you come down to here, you'll get more of a push up. Uh, Now, granted, that's you wouldn't have this fib line if it didn't hold true and wasn't valid from time to time. You know, I mean, you can tell right here we've got some uh, consolidation within that 286. But ultimately, we came up, and now we're coming back down here to test the 382, and this is where I really believe that we're going to pop back up. We just got that kind of momentum behind us at the moment. So where our price is right now, right here, we're coming down. I think we're gonna come off of here, and we're looking to break through this 1.70 right away, right quick and in a hurry. So what I'm seeing right away is when I look down this trend here, we've come down. We don't have any green signs, green lines down here. That represents our MACD and everything, so it's all in the red. We cannot make the trade at this point. It's something that we would just have to watch, because we're looking at buy signals here, and we're currently over the 200 up here, so we're definitely looking to buy, but we just don't have that full buy signal yet, and so we're basically at a standstill. Now, as you can see, what's going on as we look at the price action under the 1 hour, we're getting buy signals. We just need one more buy signal here, and this one will be good to go. We would buy in. We have 30 minutes to wait, so we wait for this candle to close. If we get all greens here, we get greens here, this is a good buy on the 1 hour. And I would then I'm just going to put a for. This is not something that I'm going to do going to make a call on just yet, but if I was looking at it right this second as having all green, which I'm kind of expecting it to at the rate it's going, so we'll set our buy up here. We set our stop loss at the most recent low right here. Boom. And now we set our risk and reward for 2.0. Boom. There we go. There's our trade. Now we're gonna look and see real quick what we're looking at. That's a 7% trade. That's roughly what you're looking to make on this one trade right here. I don't now if it stops out. That's we're looking at a 2-to-1 ratio, so this should be about a 3. Yeah, 350. So 3.5% loss on if it goes down. But that would be the trade that I would expect this one to make. I always try to do things on a 2-to-1 ratio, so for the moment, that is my prediction for what VXV is gonna do. Now I'm gonna look real quick at the 5-minute chart and see how that looks. because I do look at the quick money as well. So here we go with the trend line that we drew. Now this is, now we'll draw our little mini fib here from our low to our high. This kind of looks funky, but it's still valid even on something like this. As you can see, we're coming up, we test everything in here, we're holding true to the 382, we drop down, we come up, we test back to the 618, we should be going, you know, we come, even if we test here, we come back to the trend line and we test up and we should still be going up. I see nothing wrong with it. Let's see, and we're looking at green candles. We're green all the way down here on the 5. So this is a good buy. So if I wanted to take I would be willing to take something right here. Now, that is a trade. Oops. Undo. But this one right here is a different type of trade because this one's small. So we look to our recent lowest low, which should be right there. And then we go for a 2-to-1 there. And that would be the bid. That one I would be perfectly fine with taking right there. And let's see. Here we go. That's a 3.4% profit on a 5-minute bid. And that's one we can probably come back to within the stream and find out if it works out or not. Because we should get some sort of result there. Yeah. And I mean, if it doesn't pan out, I mean, it's what? It's a 1.5% stop loss. So you set your stop loss, you watch it, you set your stop loss for 1.5% down and 3.5% up, and there you go. Let the dog eat. And so what else do we have? Do we have any others? And I'm just all by myself in here. Is my stream even up? Okay. Okay. My chat up, or is my stream up, or do I have issues, or if you guys hear me, can you let me know in Discord? Oh man. What was the other one you guys asked me for? IMX. So if I go to IMX, IMX. Let's see. I guess this one's probably the best one. IMX, holy hell, this thing is just launching to the moon, isn't it? So I look at it, it's weekly. I know what it's gonna do. There are weekly on it, and Wow, this one's just straight up and down, and it's got a nice trend right off the bat. I don't normally draw them on the weekly, but this sucker is just perfect. You know, there's your trend line right there that you want to hold. Is your big major big doggy let it eat kind of trend line there. Uh, Horizontal ray. Alright, we've got our points there. Okay. We've got a point of looking at about there. There. IMX? Okay, cool. I'm sitting here kind of talking to myself there because I thought I didn't see any participants for a moment there. I don't know if my stream dropped out again or what, but uh, if it does, at least let me know in the Discord so that I can uh, at least stop and not think I'm still going. I would appreciate it. So here's our downward trend, and we come down. This would be that's got to be that. So we've got one all the way down here, and it looks like it's about 130. Okay. And as it backs back up, we've got, it's pretty clear, 185, 1875 maybe, there. Okay. Boom, boom. We got something happening right here because we held level and it held level straight across, so I think, yeah, we got something going on right here. Alright. And I think we got one more. Yeah. So, because this one, I think this one's just recently created, kinda, there. Might be holding true to that. I think it's more of a channel than it is a, yeah, there's our 2.0 right there. So it's gotta be more like a channel right there, I believe. Alright. I believe that takes care of our weekly. We'll take a quick look at our daily. See how that, whoa, undo. Take it out of drawing mode. Alright. If you guys have any questions, please ask. Alright. I think we're holding true to all of those. Yeah. I don't see any major differences. Maybe one right there. Yeah, I think that. What's that? Alright. I think that about takes care of all of our lines. We're gonna look at our 1 hour now and draw our fib. So, here we go. Alrighty. We got this crazy jump sky high up here. I'm trying to figure out if I want to draw it from here to there or from give it its own. I'm pretty well tempted to draw it from here to there. But we're not holding anything. Alright, yeah, the only thing it matches is the top, so let me pull it back, see if I see anything. Yeah. Okay, so right here we're matching up quite well, I believe. I believe we're holding up, we're matching up quite well to there. And we come up, uh, even on this one, we are sure we're in the buy range. Right this second, you can't take the buy because we're sitting on a red flag down here in our trend meter. But we are over the 200. If this were to turn green, then we should be able to call for a buy, as long as we've got momentum behind us and we follow the trend. So, I mean, we're coming up. If you look here, we're slowly sinking down. So, I don't think we buy right here just on that sheer purpose because we're dropping back in price a bit. Maybe we set a buy here at the 382. But on the 1 hour chart, I can't make that prediction. The 382, you know, if it wasn't just kind of just bouncing back and forth and slowly going up, which I would predict that now that we've had this bounce up, it's going to start doing the exact same thing as it did right here on further up. That would be my prediction. I think it comes down here to this line right. I think it's going to come down here, come up, come down, up, down, up. Kind of in that little snaky pattern, just like it's doing right here. That's what I really believe it's going to do. So that's on my 1 hour chart. Now let me go down to my 5 minute chart and see if we have any kind of deals going on right here that I can't see from that far out perspective. Alright. So with the 5 hour or the 5 minute chart, I'm looking way closer in. We're going to draw our fib again, and we do it from the bottom to the top. There we go. Alright. So here's what happened. We come down. We're still staying within this main buy range here. So I think that if we got a green candle right here, that probably gonna look at turning this sucker back around and going back up right here. I don't think we continued down. I think it's gonna bounce back up, but we got a little green candle forming right there. But that being said, we are in the gray. We're underneath this line, so it's a no-go. It's not a buy we do. I don't care if it's green or not. We can't do it. Even if it looks like something you want, you know, that would just be my gut feeling versus what all of these stats are telling me, you know. This tells me not to. This tells me not to. This just tells me I've got a line of support here, but you know, this is a 5 minute read, you know. How good that support is going to hold. Yeah. This would be a sell. I mean, we've got this nice shrinking here. I can bring this up a bit. You see how the volume here is shrinking back. I really think that when we came back, we pulled all the way back. Now we're back up. That's what gives me the thought that where we're sitting, where we have quite a likelihood of coming up, I just got no data to back me up. So we can't do it. All right. Okay. And at that, I know that I'm going to be cutting this particular stream short, but I want to watch my own stream and see what I've done wrong and see how my settings look because I don't like the way it looks at the moment. I know that I typically have always typically had a much better connection than what I'm sitting on, so at that, I think I'm going to call it a day, and we'll come back to this at a later date. And we will check the VXV. I think I'll check it right now. See how VXV looks before we head back out, and see if my trade has made anything. And let's see, we've moved into the positive, so it's only been a few minutes, you know, but we took our trade right here at this mark. That's where we called it, and we've come up. So we're looking to the positive. We've got a good likelihood of winning that deal in my eyes. So yeah, you know, we shall see. Hopefully, Vlad is right. And at that, we're gonna call it a day. None of this has been financial advice, and I hope you guys enjoy. And we'll try for a much better stream next time. Appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you.